I used to believe betrayal had limits, that even in the worst situations, family would draw a line somewhere. I was wrong. When I found out my wife was pregnant, I thought it was the happiest day of my life. For 3 years, we had been trying. Doctor visits, tests, diet changes, quiet disappointment month after month, the pressure from relatives, the whispered comments, the helpful advice. My wife, Sana, cried the first time the test came back positive. I held her and felt like maybe the struggle had finally been worth it, but something wasn't right. The timing didn't add up. I had been away for nearly 2 months working on a project in another city. We saw each other once during that window. One weekend. That was it. I pushed the doubt away at first. I didn't want to poison something beautiful with suspicion. Then my younger cousin made a joke at a family dinner. "Guess hard work runs in the family, huh?" he said, glancing at my older brother, Adil. It was subtle. Too subtle. Adil smirked but didn't respond. My stomach tightened. Over the next few weeks, I started noticing things I had ignored before. Adil and Sana texting constantly, whispered conversations that stopped when I entered a room, my mother's strange overprotectiveness toward Sana, and then one night, I heard something I wasn't meant to hear. I came home early. The lights were off. I heard voices in the guest room. Adil's voice. "You have to stop worrying," he said softly. "He'll raise it as his own. He's desperate for a kid." Silence. Then Sana's voice. "I know. But what if he finds out?" Adil laughed quietly. "He won't. And even if he suspects, the family will shut him down." I felt like someone had poured ice into my veins. I didn't storm in. I didn't confront them. I stood there, listening. "So you did it on purpose?" Sana asked nervously. "Yes," Adil replied. "You wanted a baby. He couldn't give you one. I solved the problem." Solved the problem. My brother slept with my wife intentionally to get her pregnant. Not an accident, not a mistake, a calculated act, and my family knew. The next day, I watched carefully. My mother treated Sana like royalty. My father clapped me on the back. "Finally, you'll carry on the family name." I felt sick. The family name was already contaminated. That night, I didn't sleep. I planned. You see, Adil wasn't just my brother. He was also financially tied to me. We co-owned property investments, shared business interests. He trusted me completely, just like I once trusted him. The first thing I did was get proof. I installed small recording devices in common areas of the house. Within days, I had everything. Conversations about timing ovulation, jokes about me being genetically weak, my mother telling Sana, "Once the baby is born, it won't matter who the father is." My father saying, "Blood stays in the family either way." That one sentence confirmed it. They knew. They supported it. They believed I was too blind, or too desperate, to fight back. I scheduled a private DNA test without telling anyone. I told Sana it was required for updated insurance paperwork. She hesitated. Adil reassured her. "It's fine." The results came back exactly as I expected. 0% probability. The child was Adil's. I didn't confront them immediately. Instead, I called for a family gathering. Sunday dinner. Everyone present. Parents, uncles, cousins. Sana sat beside me, glowing with fake innocence. Adil sat across from me, confident. Halfway through dinner, I stood up. "I have something to share," I said calmly. My mother smiled proudly. "An announcement?" "Yes," I replied. I connected my phone to the TV. First slide, DNA results. The room went silent. Second slide, audio recording. Adil's voice filled the living room. "He'll raise it as his own." Gasps. My mother stood up. "Turn that off." I didn't. Next slide, another recording. My father's voice. "Blood stays in the family either way." My father's face drained of color. Sana began shaking. Adil tried to speak. "This isn't what it looks like." "It's exactly what it looks like," I replied calmly. I looked directly at my parents. "You knew." My mother started crying. "We were trying to protect the family." "You destroyed it." Adil stood up aggressively. "You couldn't give her a child." There it was, the justification. "You decided to play God?" I asked. "You should thank me," he snapped. "Now you won't die childless." The audacity almost impressed me. I turned off the TV. "I've already filed for divorce," I said quietly. Sana gasped. "And I've dissolved our joint business agreements." Adil's confidence vanished. "You can't." "I can," I interrupted. Over the next weeks, the consequences unfolded. The divorce exposed adultery and fraud. Sana left with nothing beyond personal belongings. Adil faced civil action for financial breaches, because during the affair, he had quietly shifted funds between shared accounts, assuming I'd never audit closely. I audited everything, every hidden transfer, every manipulated document. He wasn't just immoral, he was careless. The financial case crushed him. Investors withdrew. Properties were forced into liquidation. My parents begged me to settle privately. "You're ruining your brother's life," my mother cried. "He tried to replace me," I replied. The scandal spread through extended family anyway. Exactly what they feared. Adil moved out of the city within a year. Sana gave birth. Adil acknowledged paternity publicly, reluctantly. But without the protection of secrecy, without the illusion of righteousness, the relationship between them fell apart quickly. Affairs born from ego rarely survive daylight. 2 years later, I saw my father at a wedding. He looked older. "We thought you'd accept it," he said quietly. I looked at him carefully. "You thought I was weak." He didn't deny it. That was the final confirmation. I don't hate the child. The child is innocent. But I refuse to live as a prop in their twisted idea of preserving bloodline pride. My revenge wasn't violence. It wasn't screaming. It was exposure. It was dismantling every structure they used to corner me. They thought they were clever. They thought I'd raise the proof of their betrayal as my own. Instead, I burned the lie down completely. And when the ashes settled, I walked away alone, but free.